Alright, you guys, here is one of the guides for Knighthood Boss Kelak Hell. Now, this guild boss is quite tricky and probably the hardest so far. I'm working on getting you all some other teams that are more free-to-play friendly. It's just taking a while. But as you can see here, we are running gold food, the missions, clear within 8 turns, deal 300,000 more damage with an attack, single target. Remove 6 debuffs with cleanse, and finish with a giant hero. For artifacts, I have the increase allies damage dealt. That's what I would suggest running if possible, or the most attack as possible. HP defense for Gother, HP defense for Droll. Attack defense for Melee and Margaret. Do not run attack crit. You cannot crit this boss. So, and trust me, you want the extra defense. So, yeah, attack defense. You want to run the Tarmiel link on Gother. Need to have that Tarmiel link on Gother. The turn 1's always going to be the same. You're going to ult control, it gives you points for the debuff, and you control ult, so it's very good. We're going to get 1 stack of Melee's damage reduction. So you want to use both single targets. And we're going to toss this Marg card just to make some room, do a little chip damage. Okay, pretty good hand right here. We can take a good chunk of his health down and get another stack of melee passive. If you can, ideally, you really want to save up some melee cards and try to finish with Margaret Ultimate, or try to finish his first phase with Marg Ult. But I decided to go this route instead, and it paid off in a way. But I just went for a level 2. I saved that other one, hoping that I'll get another rank up here later, because you want to go into phase 2 with a level 3 buff. If you don't, he will one-shot you. So okay, we're going to be able to remove some debuffs. As you can see, he hits very hard, and he hits even harder on phase 2. So we're going to Pumpkin Bomb. No. I thought he had ultimate this turn. I wasn't paying enough attention, so I went for the Gother ult. Maybe a misplay on my part, but it all worked out. I'm going to use this one taunt with Droll since he's at full health, and I do have a buff active. But you want to be careful with your taunts, because if he single targets your unit twice in one turn, without a buff up, it really hurts, and they'll probably die. So, phase 2, they definitely die, buff or not. So yeah, keep that in mind. So as you can see here, he's not doing too much damage, so. Now, he does imply infect with the single target, so that is annoying, but we just don't have much of a choice. So here, you want to try to get everybody at full ult gauge before you go into phase 2, because he drains your ult gauge by 3. So you want to go ahead and have a head start on your ult and just have them all at full ult gauge when you finish the turn. So we actually come a little bit shy right here, but that's okay. We're at what, turn 5 or turn 6? I believe I check right here. Doing big damage to melee. So, I've got 2 melee cards in hand, that's really good. I think I'm going to put up the level 3 buff. And then since he has a buff up, I'm going to go for the melee ult. It's probably smarter to go for the, if your melee's 1 out of 6, it's smarter to go for the Marg ult. I'm going to move this Droll card over here. But I went for the melee ult, that way I could still hit the damage cap of 300,000 and be closer to getting Marg ult here in the second phase. But ideally, you want to walk into the second phase with 2 or 3 level 2 single target melee cards and a level 3 buff up. And then a Droll attack card in hand. So I'm going to rank up melee. And then I'm going to single target as well. I was kind of nervous this might kill, but I don't think it will. And it didn't. No. As you can see, he's pretty tanky. I mean, this is almost a max buffed melee here. Okay, we got him nice and low, and we did draw one more single target, which is really great. But remember, you want to finish here with a giant hero. And really, if you can finish with Drill's ult, it'll work a whole lot better. And by the way, for replacements, you guys, you can use Red Matrona in place of Droll. And you can use Blue King in place of Melee, the new Festival King. But I find Melee to be a little bit easier and more consistent. And he does a lot more damage. So there we go, you guys. That was just enough to finish with a giant hero. And our score is 9,800. So not too bad. But anyways, like I said, you guys, I'm going to be working on some other more free-to-play friendly strats. And